Good morning, good morning. I looked on Google Maps and this was a vacant field on the in the satellite mode. I was hoping they were doing something like this. This is the stuff we picked up in Mississippi. Google Maps showed that. These guys were working on that building over there, or on those poles. I kind of thought it was like a drill machine and they were drilling for caissons or something, but they're setting up the steel pipes. This is for a solar plant, I guess it's going to be put in here. This is the kind of stuff we got. That's what we brought in. I came in, that's a tight little gate. And I pulled in, I was right here on level ground. And as you can see, even with my wicked tires. So I told him to get that machine that he's got there. And give me a push on the back of the trailer, which he did, got us going. And then once I got going, I had to do a U-turn out there and that stuff. So my experience of driving in the snow off-road in the mountains, you keep it going. So I had the speed going at a decent clip. It actually kicked into driving mode from on-duty mode, the automatic crap that it does. And then it did the U-turn. I started turning and the wheels, the steers started sliding, and so I didn't have any traction. But I just kept going at it, and I was hoping that I would clear all this stuff, which I did. So you can see I hard right. And then just go around. You can see how those snow tires work traction wise. Those little lines act like fingernails. Now, here's a little bit better. It's warm out. I'm actually in a t-shirt right now. It snowed all night. We were in between Rifle and Newcastle. And then there's a quality truck coming down the highway. I'm going to try to get it. All I could do is still on it. There he goes right there. So I'll see if it can go out on the company's photo contest. So I don't know. We should be okay to get going again. If not, he can always just give us a little push. But once I'm going, I'm fine. I might be able to back up a little bit. Being as it will be empty, it might be light enough that we can easier to get rolling. But have the axles interlocked, and then I'm going to have to make sure no one's coming down this frontage road, because you don't stop. You know, I get up over here and then I stop to make sure it's all clear. You don't get going again. If it was downhill, it'd be a different story, of course. This is the stuff that's polished. It polishes really easy. It's warm out, is why. So, and as you can see, there's not a whole lot of people come down these frontage roads. But when I was coming in, wasn't really paying a whole lot of attention. I knew I swung out wide. You could see my tire marks over here. Right there, they come around. And there was a pickup truck coming. Just like that. You know, he had a blade on the nose. And he wasn't slowing down, so I just kept coming in, and you could see my tire tracks. See how it polishes? Had I had more time, I would have swung out further and then around. Of course, if I get stuck, I could probably always go backwards. There's another truck coming here. I could have one of these guys stand up here and wave to me when it's good to go, and then I'm going to keep it pedal to the metal. It's what you have to do when you deal with this goo. So now we're gonna head to Fruta, the Volvo dealer there. They have to store our trailers there, some of them, because it's like a drop yard, because we buy so many trucks from them, I think is why. But then we'll head to Vegas, pick up another load, and take it to Aurora, Colorado. I came out here last night. My 34 was up last night at 7 o'clock in Denver, and I was just going to leave early this morning. And then it was snowing a little bit. No big deal about the snow, but I like, you know, it's going to be nice and quiet at night. I don't mind driving the snow at all, but I really don't like doing it with other people. So, like, I'm gonna come up here last night and not deal with the traffic in the morning, and there was no traffic really last night. They did shut the freeway down a couple times, a couple different spots eastbound. Tractor trailers sliding off the highway. So if you're too light, we're going to be empty going back to Fruta, about 70 miles or so. I don't know if I can get a shot of him pulling that thing in there. Yeah, here's where we were trucking through. You get stopped out here. Right over here is where I started turning. Started sliding right over there. I'll go up there and get that box for him. Looks like it fell. Has to be pulled that out. I was hoping they had something like this, because when you see an empty field on Google Maps in satellite mode, there's nothing been built there yet. And sometimes they have built something in between, but I couldn't see last night. Of course, it was dark. Just getting out of his way completely. Looks like this thing could become a mud bog here shortly. Anyway, we'll film it on the way out. See you in a bit. I don't know what happened there. Maybe it was on a filter. I was looking at the screen. I'm like, that doesn't look right. Maybe there's a filter on it. So they gave me an update on my phone, and I use that a lot of the times to do some editing. And the editing app I was using doesn't work no more. I'd save it to gallery, and it gets to 99.99, and then it goes to 100, and then it says export failed. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Another app, I suppose. Another what do you call it? Editing software. Anyway, see you in a bit. Okay, so here we go. Let's see if we got nope, it's just spinning right there. He's going to go ahead and give me a push. They said the other guy that was here earlier this morning, they had to push him up the hill. He was even turned like we were right here, and he still had to get pushed. And, you know, of course, we're experienced in this kind of stuff. So I told them, I was like, you know, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have one of you guys stand up there, make sure it's clear, and then we're going to get plastered by CDOT. We're good. Make sure it's clear, and then I'll shoot it, because you have to shoot it. You can't putt around. So I did get stuck there trying to take off. It gave me a little push with that extender fork, and after that it's all about pedal to the metal. Well, not too hard. You want to break it up. I wanted it to shift sooner, but it didn't. It was going up too high of RPMs, and trying to spin, but it finally did shift, and then that's when we started hitting that hill, so it worked out just about right. I filmed this with two cameras, my phone and the GoPro 8 Black. It's right up there, you can't see it, but it's right there. I did buy a microphone for the GoPro. I assume it's going to be Bluetooth, because it said on the website, Apple, GoPro, Android. Actually, Android was last, but so compatible with that. So there's no 3.5 outlet for the GoPro. you know, 3.5 millimeter jack. I don't have one for my Galaxy Note 10 5G Plus either. I have to do this, that white part. It goes 3.5 into USB-C. So at least it works though, because they got rid of that. Anyway, we are off and running. We are empty. The roads are just wet, so we still have to be careful because we are light. Light trailers like to slide off the highway on ice. And it's warm out, 33 degrees. Rough road, look at that. So now there's 5 cameras on board. Overkill. Because I got the 2 dash cams, which are always running. This one here, I'm on the phone, and then now the GoPro, and then there's one in the center that's quality C stuff. They never come talk to me, so I guess we're all good there. Anyway, looks like just a wet highway. Sun be breaking it down. Like I said, I'm filming this at exact same time with the GoPro. I'm in testing phases is what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to upgrade the channel a bit to get it the best quality video I can make. And I thought about putting an introduction in. I don't know if I will. I don't really like introductions. Sometimes they're okay, I suppose, if they're done nice. Other times they're just you gotta wait for a minute for it to go through the same old thing every time you start a video. I like to just be boom. Here it is. So we'll see how that works out. Anyway, we're off to Vegas. We'll stop in Fruta, drop this trailer off, pick it up another one, and continue on. And I looked at the dispatch in the PeopleNet computer, and I need to turn off my rear differential lock. I had it locked in there on that field. It was funny though. I told those guys, I go, I'm from the mountains. I'm from Grand Lake, and so I've been dealing with stuff like this for a long time. And I got these meaty tires, so we should be good. I go to take off and spun out right away. And I laughed. I looked at him. I go, I should have kept my mouth shut. But anyway, he told me the other driver it got stuck a couple of times in there. But then going up that hill, he said that it took him a while to get him out of there. They were pushing, and he was even turned to the left and still pushing. And you know, I told him, I go, yeah, you have to take that hill and not stop. That's why I want you to get up there on the street and stay to the right-hand side, so I don't have to worry about you. If you're on the left-hand side, is my trailer going to clear you? I don't want to deal with that, so just stay to the right. And then I can go ahead and shoot it, and we'll be all good. I go, I'll give you a honk, let you know I'm ready and I'm coming. And if it's clear, you wave me through, which is what he did. You see, we just pulled right out of that. That's just the thing, that people don't know how to deal with snow. They don't think of stuff like that, you know. And when you deal with snow all the time, you know, you're like, oh, I remember the last time I did this, I got stuck. I can't do that again. So, well, if you have a brain that learns, some people do it over and over again, get the same results. It's called insanity. Anyway, so yeah, that was kind of a fun thing. So we'll get out there on the highway where we are now and get to Fruta, drop the trailer, pick up another one, and head to Vegas. We should be able to make Vegas tonight. So because we did, what is it from, I don't know how heavy the load is, but if it's light, it's a for sure thing. If it's heavy, it could still possibly be a for sure thing. It's 12 hours to Vegas from Denver. 12 and a half, you know, so we knocked out 3 hours last night. I just came over here to mile marker 90 right here. I was going to go to mile marker 107 and park by the river, but because two tractors lost control and closed the highway down, a lot of trucks had jam-packed that parking area, which only has about probably, you could probably put 20 tractors in there, and trailers, but they were all packed up in there. And over here is a rest area, and so 97 was our exit, and this is 90. So I went, 7 miles past my exit, but I had a place to spend the night, so that's why I thought about all that before I even left Denver. And if I do go ahead and leave, last night, if I do leave, then where am I going to sleep? Where am I going to park? Because we don't usually deliver to Newcastle. So I thought about 107 mile marker. I knew about this one here. I thought about a few more that were further east, but I wanted to get as close as I could. So anyway, it worked out good. So now we'll be able to make Vegas tonight. So we'll see you in a bit. Okay. So I thought we were going to go to Volvo and pick up a trailer, but I don't know where I read that. I was wrong. Went to Grand Junction, loaded up at Waste Management with bales of cardboard. So that's what we have now. We are heavy. Which means we can set it and forget it, not worry about the weather. So I'll go to Vegas tonight, and I think we can get adjusted my camera here, messing everything up. We'll make Vegas tonight, and then we'll come back about. We have an hour left. So we get to Mesquite, and then we should be able to make Denver tomorrow night. Weather dependent, of course. Well, I mean, I could always use the weather statute or whatever they call it when you have you could have made it normally, but the weather slowed you down, ran you out of time. Inclement weather, you could write it down as provided you could make it on dry pavement. So we put the flashers on, nobody behind us, but .37 degrees out. Looks like we'll be getting some snow. Doesn't look like a whole lot according to the vehicles in the eastbound lanes. It's a little bit of snow on them, but not much. Like I said, it wouldn't matter anyway. We're coming through. The rest area right in front of us up on top. You see those 4 light poles up there, up on the highest ridge back there. The Coyote Canyon rest area, I think it's called. Snow. We're up over here by Ghost Rock. Where are we? We are westbound I-70, westbound and down. I saw that on a advertising sign for a business, a brewery actually, in, oh, sorry, I'm looking for something on my dash while we're going slow. A small brewery, and it was called Westbound and Down Brewery, just outside of Vail. That'd be Edwards or Avon, something like that. I'll try to get a picture of it next time we go by it, which actually will be tomorrow. More likely it'll be dark, but the sign is a lit sign. I'll turn my AC down to cold. Or not the AC, but the defroster. It's starting to collect a bit. Temperature is 26 degrees. It's 4:42 in the afternoon, evening. I haven't bothered to look to see if we get snow just east of Salina, Utah. I'm gonna venture to say probably yeah. Not a whole lot of traffic out here today, which is nice. So I've hauled these bales of hay before, and they were always right up there, the 79 mark. I told the guy after he gets unloaded, I go, you were taking in consideration the snow melt and moisture getting in these bales, because of course they're going to be heavier. He goes, I knocked a lot of snow off. Yeah, okay, but still. But it scaled out fine. It scaled out 76. 960, it looks like. So about 7,700 pounds, or 67. No, 77. 77,000, so. That's good for the traction. It's something you don't see a lot of. Us being passed. So he's over in that fresh powder to the left of us. That third position Jake on because we are heavy. I know this hill fairly well because we take it quite a bit. Use the little brakes here because we're cruising pretty good, but it's not a whole lot of a problem with that because the way the road goes. Mexican overdrive right now, we're just coasting. So he gave me a really tight run. I mean, basically, I have to have this load. It's in Vegas right now. I have to have it in Denver tomorrow night. I think it's a 9 a.m. delivery. I'm not sure yet. But I can get it to Denver tomorrow night. I'm just wondering why he didn't just have another driver do it, because he's putting me, I mean, I'm not in a pinch. This is the way I prefer to do it. Like, I'll drive my hours, get to Vegas. If that trailer's there, grab it, and then if I still have time left over, I want to drive. And so that's what we like to do. But I think with this weather, it's going to slow us down a little bit, not a whole lot. But I think maybe some driver who had it was like, no, I'm not going that way. I'm not taking through the mountains during the snowstorm. Who knows? I don't know, but I do know Dan knows, the dispatcher out in California, that this truck has never shut down during the snow. Even like if 80 shuts down, which they do a lot, I pre-plan and check the weather, and if I have a light load, or if I think the highway will shut down, I'll take 70, go through the mountains, and then go to, it depends where I'm going. Like if I was going to Sacramento, I would go straight this way to Salina, and then over to Scipio, then down a little bit, then onto Highway 50 through Delta. So we have two more passes to climb. One outside of, one before Salina, and then one past Richfield and drop us down to the 15. So what I might do is end this video here because it's kind of long with the other one, and then continue on another video over those mountain passes as we truck our way through the snow. That truck that passed us, man, he was flying. That's kind of what happened to me the very first time going down Vale. I was just cruising along as a rookie, and this truck was flying past me, and I was like, wow. To be that confident, we had to have driven through it quite a bit. So anyway, with that being said, thanks again for riding shotgun with Mountain Man Mike. More videos on the way. Till the next time, enjoy. Peace.